This section's on logarithmic functions. And before I get into the definition of a logarithmic function, I first want to show you the need for having a logarithmic function and its definition. So let's just start out with something like this. And I say, let's just call it example 1. And I want to know what 5 to the x power is equal to 5. I want to know what x value will give me 5. And most of you can tell me that. That would mean that x is equal to 1. All right? What if I had this? 5 to the x power is equal to 25. Well, most of you can tell me that x is equal to 2. All right? So what about this one? 5 to the x is equal to 60. That one's a little harder. It's because it's not an even number. It's somewhere between 2 and 3. I don't know exactly. All right? So I know it's between 2 and 3 because 5 squared is 25. 5 cubed is 125. So I know it's somewhere in there. But other than that, I can't tell you much more. So that's where logarithms and the definition come into play. It's to help us solve something like this. And things and equations later on that are much more difficult than just this. So let's look at the definition of a logarithmic function. So definition, I'm going to do some shorthand on you there. Definition, and we'll star it because it's important. If x and b are positive real numbers, and please write this out because it may not make a lot of sense as you're writing it, but as you do more examples and you come back and reread your notes, this will start making more sense. So if x and b are positive real numbers such that b does not equal 1, then y equals log base b of x. So we're adding this log in here. That's what a logarithmic function is. And we'll get into exactly what that means here in a second. Then y equals log base bx is called the logarithmic function base b. Where, and here's how it's defined. So y equals log base b of x is equivalent to, so writing a big arrow, double arrow like this means is equivalent to. That means is equivalent to. So if you see that in the future, it just means is equivalent to. We can rewrite it as b raised to the y power equals x. All right, and so it is a little weird and confusing, especially the first time you see it. So we're going to walk through several examples, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Look at what we have set up first. We have this new thing, log base b of x, and it's equivalent to this. It does look a little funky, but it is something that you've actually seen before. This is an exponential function. X is equal to b to the y power. So what's happening is this is called logarithmic form, log form, I'm just going to log form, and this is called exponential form, expo form. And what happens is If you're given something in exponential form, you can convert it to logarithmic form and out will pop your answer. Or if you're given something in logarithmic form, convert it to exponential, and sometimes out will pop your answer. And especially here, the first several examples, your answer will just pop right out. So that's it for this section. And then next lecture, we're gonna get into actually converting some of these back and forth.